Absolute Batman 2025 Annual Number 1. This is the variant cover 2. This is the prequel to the Absolute Batman series and his first appearance, and pretty much where he establishes his no kill rule. This is the actual cover, the regular cover. But in this, it starts off with a flashback memory with his dad. And now, I don't want to go over too much things in the story because I just don't want to spoil everything in reviews. I try not to do that. But in this one, I am going to end up showing off a lot. Like, look at this artwork. And I have been reading DC Comics for about 3 months about now. And I just have to say that this is probably the best issue I've read so far. It's kind of hard not to say it's a 10 out of 10 or S tier. And there's a moment right here I just wanted to show. It's a good difference that I've always seen between Superman and Batman, because Superman can afford to be so hopeful and see the good in people all the time. And it doesn't matter if he turns his back. Although in this instance, when Bruce, Batman, ends up doing the same thing, it ends up coming back and biting him. And he ends up getting snuck up behind and hit. Of course, Superman doesn't have to worry about things like that. That's just a difference between the two that I've always noticed that I don't see many people talk about, and I like how this comic kind of shows that. And there's so much story, especially with this, the priest right here who comes in to save Bruce from being beaten. He also does something later on in the story that is pretty amazing. I really like all the story elements and the characters in this, and how these characters stay true to what they say and what they believe in as they act it out to. And Bruce kind of, although this scene right here is amazing where Bruce as Batman finally shows up to this rally that these guys are having. As you can see, he's chanting, and then we get in this incredible double spread. This is probably my favorite double spread as of right now. It's just too good. It's yeah. And reading the story, I have read through it twice already. I might read it a third time. That's how good it is. I do remember who this character is. He deserved this so much for what he did in the beginning. And then here's another move that Bruce pulls off, or Batman I should say. And I have never seen a knee kick like that. But I really enjoyed this. This does show why he establishes his no kill rule. And here's another amazing shot. And then another one too. It's hard not to pick a favorite panel in here. Like, just to pick up one above the rest. But this story was really amazing. I don't want to show too much else because I don't want to spoil it. But there's another part back here that's just all mostly action. This is all from the perspective of the Black Mask gang, and it shows what it's like to have Batman jump in out of nowhere and just show up and just start wrecking everything. I mean, look at him. I really like this Absolute Batman. And it's more so in the first part where the writing is at the best. Like I said, this is just from the perspective of the mask, so it's pretty cool. But the first part of this story is the strongest, where I think that's a 10 out of 10. Because, like I said, the story with the priest, the father, comes back around. I really don't want to spoil it because, like I said, it's really that good, and I think it's worth experiencing it for yourself. But man, this was such a good read, and the artwork was amazing. I really liked this writer. I think I'm gonna look at more things that he's done, because this was just such a good story, and it had me. I was entertained and interested, completely engrossed in this the whole time I was reading. And yeah, I just look forward to more stuff from this Absolute universe and this Batman. I need to read more Batman comics, obviously, but this might be my favorite Batman. I really do enjoy him. I wish I picked up this when I was at the comic store, but I didn't see it while I was there, so I wasn't sure if they still had any. But yeah, like I said, this was a good story. The characters are amazing. As I said, they had their beliefs. they told you what their beliefs were. They even acted them out and they stood by it at the end. And I really like how it ends for Bruce as Batman as he begins to figure out what he wants to do as a hero and how he goes forward. And this really does help him establish his no kill rule. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all on the next one. Later.